Mm. So I just treat
The
myself like
COVID in your body, is it? Just keep sneezing.
yeah, correct. Still inside. Basically it's gone, but if you do the swab test, still consider positive. That's why Kementerian print the letter out. It's called Surat Pelepasan Quarantine.
Okay.
You see my story, you know this. I put the so next time people, hey, how come you still positive? Then you can show them the surat. Then don't kacau me.
But the thing is that okay. So just let me go back. I mean, rewind back. So you got the COVID, and then you got the COVID before the MCO, and then you got it in supermarket, is it?
Okay, good question. So where it all began? To be honest, where it all began, I don't know. Because I only go 3 places during the past 2 weeks. My workplace, the supermarket, and public transport. So workplace, nobody. I'm the only one. So cannot count. No? All my clients, all swab tests, all negative. So it's not them. No? Second, LRT, how to track? Then supermarket, how to track?
I thought
So
LRT they got like the QR code. Then whenever there are people kena COVID, then they will actually contact them via the messenger.
But so far nobody contact anything. So even if I ask them or they ask me also, we also don't know where it come from. So I think that is how it is. But overall, so you want to know how it began. At first I was having nose block. So I say, hey, want to go and see clinic, but clinic usually will say, hey, if you want to, I'm just assuming clinic will say, if you want to get medicine, you better go and do swab tests, right? Just in case, because clinic don't have the power to control COVID, if you will, compared to hospital. So I was thinking like that. So I said, never mind, I just go and test off. Then really test, then like that. Then I'm like, okay, so I don't need to see clinic already. So I just, once I know, get the result, faster go home, close everything, and just quarantine. That's all.
Okay, just curious. Did you get you got fever, right? You got nose block. And then
no fever. No fever. Only nose block. Only nose block, loss of taste, loss of smell, tired. 4 only.
Okay, tired. Your eye got red?
No.
No red. Then do you feel like okay? Because why I ask this question is because when the COVID started on last year, around February or March, and then I actually got goosebumps because last year in Taiwan, December 31st, 2019, I traveled to Taiwan. And then during I'm there for 7 days. During the 4th or 5th days, I got heavy fever. My eye is red, and then I cannot taste anything. My nose is blocked. And then I'm tired, just like what the symptom COVID got. That's why I just want to ask you, do you have like red eye or anything?
No. Apparently, COVID is, different people will have different symptoms. So example, if you got 6 symptoms, one person may only have 2, one person may have 3, one person may have 4, one person may have full package. It seems like this. Because one of my close relatives also kena. So we share each other experience. We are both different symptoms. He don't have nose block, but he has fever, has cough, whereas I don't have. So like that,
Yeah, my auntie husband also got COVID, and then apparently some of my friends they also kena, but then it's not that serious It's just that they can't taste anything, and then fever. Yeah. But you are lucky that you didn't get the what do you call that, the lung disease where your lung collapse.
Correct. Usually I'm worried about 2 things when I have COVID. The first one is like you say, the lung cannot breathe, all those. Second is pneumonia. Because when you pneumonia, you cannot think properly already. When everything is just, you know what's pneumonia? Like
you are
just
blur,
high. You don't know.
high, very blur.
There, yes, correct. My only concern is these two. Unfortunately, I do have these two because if you have these two, anything can happen. Let's say some more to make things worse. When you isolate yourself, anything can happen. Nobody is there for you, if you will.
Yeah, and nobody. Do they call you like often?
So here's the thing. I didn't receive any call. So what I do is I go to the My Sejahtera app. I click on the help desk. Then I saw one button say, I have been tested positive, and they haven't contacted me yet. There was a button like that.
Oh, okay.
If you want, if you nothing to do, you can actually pause here and you go to the screen. You can actually see also. There's a button there. So you click the button, then they will tell you.
Right. So why I ask this question is because you need to quarantine, and then one thing about quarantine is that through what I read and then what I read in the news and this and that, and also what doctors tell me is that they are actually patients that commit suicide or they just can't take the quarantine. Yeah, that's why. And then when you look back to what they say they will actually keep updating with you every 2 or 3 days. So that's why I asked you, is there anyone contact you during this period? I mean, during the whole quarantine?
Maybe too many cases, to be honest, they did not contact me. It's more like I contact them. So if you want to know, once you submitted the 10, I have been tested positive, I'm waiting for your call. They actually didn't call you, but at the same time, what they will do is they will actually, you look at the My Sejahtera app right now, you can actually see there's a to-do list like that one, things to do.
Yeah.
You click the things to do, then you fill up the form every day. So if things get worse, maybe they will call or something like that. Mm-hmm. The only lifeline I get is there's a statement say that if things go worse, call 999. that's about it. But as a patient experience, I don't blame the government for because they can only handle that many people. The frontliners are burned out for years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to understand also because I know a lot of people, they are expecting the government to call you and so on. Sure, there's delay make no mistakes, delay and stuff, but I still think they did. I would say they did a great job, but at least they do a very decent job, a very good job at least tracking. At least you know what to do, if that makes sense.
I mean, if they can control everything, then this is not what you call as pandemic. This is just called a normal disease.
Yeah.
Pandemic, which means you can't control anything, right? Thing, right? So, do you think that your fitness or your workout or anything actually help you for the COVID? Because when we look into the death rate and those people that actually suffer a lot, they are actually having a heart attack or other diseases other than COVID. And then when I look back to people like you frequently work out, you frequently do exercise, and I don't see the effect is that much or the effect is that bad. So do you think that there's one of the reasons why everything is going well for you?
Yeah, that's a great question to ask. I was waiting you to ask questions like this. Actually, this is one I really hit it one. You are right. So you're right. If I have to put the long answer short is yes. I say public service announcement. If you are healthy, you should be all good. With that being said, I want to clarify something before I start the topic. Just because we are a healthier person doesn't mean we are immune to the sickness.
Superman.
Different. Okay, it's not like we are some sort of Newton like that. It's not like we are immune to it. We are still exposed to the disease, but the recovery rate is faster. So I give myself, for example, people say, oh, you kena COVID. The most standard reply, or at least what boomers say, not all boomers, but most boomers, they're going to tell you like, oh, remember to drink a lot of water. If you are living a healthy lifestyle, you'll be drinking a lot of water already.
Warm water.
Warm water, right? And then they will say, oh, remember, don't eat during all this COVID time, don't eat all the spicy fried food. If you are living a healthy lifestyle, especially like me, I do my meal prep and stuff, so not affected one. I'm like, that's why you lock me 2 weeks or so. I'm like, how you get your food? People ask, I say, oh, I prepare the week already.
You prepare the food, not delivery.
I prepare the food whole week. I only deliver if I have cravings. That's about it.
Okay. Because
so
okay. Just a stupid question. You say don't eat so much chili, right? So chili is heaty, ma. Then they ask you to drink warm water. So what's the difference? The chili also kill the virus, right?
You have to ask. You have to ask the one who gives the advice, or I also don't know lah. But one thing good about lifting weights, I think is confirm also we are a healthier person. So meaning, again, I want to clarify, we are not healthier doesn't mean we are immune to the disease. Doesn't mean you don't need to wear a mask. I don't know, like you go to a room full of COVID people, so no problem. I'm saying this is just at a healthy perspective. You will heal a little bit faster.
Definitely.
Really, you will heal a bit. I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of like people report back they are very fatigued, constantly feel like sleeping. I think only have one day that is like that. I think one day is that I just wake up very tired and sleep, and then I wake up around 4 p.m. Don't ask why 4 p.m. but wake up 4 p.m. and then that's about it. Then after that, I actually feel okay, no problem.
Yeah, I think like what you say, you might not be that affected, or you might recover faster because you already strong inside, you see. I mean, you work out, you do this and that, and then you already have the antibiotic. Your body is not that weak, and then it's not that easy to let the virus to attack your immune system.
Correct.
So that's about it for workout and why you need to exercise. And then what you say, those people that really kena, I think most of them, they are not athletes or anything. Because when you look back to like those athletes, there are not much people actually suffer during COVID or when they get COVID, right? So yeah, that's it. I think that's about it about exercise and not exercise, and then the difference. Yeah. But then do you think, because we like to lift weights, right? And then COVID actually hit your lung. Do you think it affect your cardio?
We're talking about movement, is it? Like real cardio and stuff?
Real cardio, like you.
Okay, cool.
For example, previously, you can run or you can squat 15 times. Yeah.
Okay. Put the insert sex joke. Cardio. Yeah, just want to clarify which one. Okay, again, I'm just before I start anything also, I want to clarify also, just because I have the experience doesn't mean I am entitled to know everything, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That means
my
experience.
Your experience.
Yes. So I tried to work out. One of those days I work out. Very funny one. Because you're still feeling very weak, right? So when can you lift those weights? You can, but the difficulty just shoot up a lot. So example, you know what's RPE?
No.
Okay, RPE basically is just like a scale. Let's give you an idea. So let's say 10 is like maximum effort. You cannot do 1 rep anymore already, right? Whereas let's say if a scale of 7 means you can do another 3 more. Make sense? Okay, so whatever your 7 things on the scale of 7 you feel like an 8 or 9 like that.
Oh, more
Make sense,
difficult a bit only actually.
It is a bit more difficult. And then when you work out, right, people ask, do you feel any, like, when you work out for gym bros, then we like to feel got pump, all those things. You get what I mean? Example, after your heavy squats, you feel a lot of pump at the legs, right? You don't feel any pump, right? You just feel tired, that's all.
Then,
and to make things worse, that's right. I would just say, if you do anything, you don't feel any pump, and the worst thing is you only feel your joints a bit pain.
Joint pain.
Not pain, it's kind of like okay, you know, like they do a lot of pressing movement. Let's say you overhead press or bench press a lot. You know, the elbow tends to have a bit of like tingling like that.
You're wrong form lah. Don't blame COVID.
But yeah, in a nutshell, in a nutshell, can you feel your strength? Yes. But can you feel any pump? Zero. You cannot feel anything. You just feel tired. That's all. You don't feel that feel good feeling.
That's very similar with normal fever, right? Because normally when you have fever, you feel very tired. I think it's the similar feeling, right, or experience.
I would say something similar. That's why COVID is so hard to detect. And bear in mind, I don't have fever, right? So it's hard to detect, right?
Yeah, I think I should also go and test. Imagine
the problem is stop. No, you say imagine what?
Imagine I go and test now, because I always thinking that maybe I am the first person who actually got COVID. I mean, as a Malaysian, because the symptom is so similar. The symptom is very similar, and then but then the thing is that the people that travel with me, they got nothing. So that's one of the point. So that's it. All right. So previously, like last year when we do our podcast, then we talk about the COVID for, like, how you see the COVID is that it's a thing that we need to be careful of, but then at the same time don't see it as a very big thing. So does it like change your opinion on that?
If a year from now, I would say obviously there's change, because things happen so fast, right? Maybe what we record today, next week we will change our views already. Things just change very quick, right? And government makes decision also is very quick, right? I think me and you have experienced multiple times of this, so I still find it some things are very very interesting. How things have turned, right? A year ago we were concerned, now we are dead inside already.
Yeah. Like what I always say, that you need to live with it, right? Like if not, then what are you going to do? Like if you close down economy right now, people losing job, the economy is going down, so there are no reason to keep fearing, right?
You should look at those you should go and look at those Facebook page, those Kementerian Kesihatan one. You should go and read at the comments. Everyone is either an economy expert, vaccine expert, or they are some sort of expert in the medical field one. Very funny one. You can read all the comments. They're hilarious, it's like, economy is more important than the what is that called? Than the health, is it? All those things. Then you have another camp who is the opposite. Then there's people thinking.
They have their opinion, so whatever. Because you have your rights to say your opinion. But then for you, do you think that the MCO is needed because of COVID? Because you experienced the COVID, so do you think that it's needed? For me, I don't think it's needed. For me, it's about discipline. I said this before, and I will still say this. For me, is that COVID is just another flu, and then what we need to do is that the people will need to be disciplined instead of the government controlling everything. when we look into like country like Taiwan, country like New Zealand, the people there is disciplined. You see, they wear a mask and then they quarantine themselves whenever they feel sick or anything. The government don't actually like enforce too much thing like what happened in our country. You see, so that is my view of point and my point of view. Then that is what I believe. So for you, do you think that's what we need to do?
No, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think there's no right or wrong answer to this. But personally, if let's say if I'm the government or what, it actually comes down to the people's mentality, like you say, the disciplines, the mentality is very important. Because I can assure you, a bit of sad fact, when I have this COVID thing, when I tell those of my close contact, they refuse to go and check.
Oh, the people that around you.
Yeah, I don't not name names here, but these people, when I tell them, they ask them, hey, you got do the check or not? Are you okay? Then they're like, oh, no symptom, therefore I don't need to check. That is the mentality, you see. So again, there's a saying goes, you can fix everything, but you can't fix stupid, right? You just cannot fix stupid, So and then to also share experience, that comes down to mentality. So people will be like, and then you will see, I'm sorry to say, I have to bring this out. Even when you go out and do things, you will see someone will bring the whole family go on the street, right? Bring your kids. Yeah, the whole kampong bring out one, right? Hey, not just this particular race. I think every race has a black sheep also. For us, our kind is the boomers. Nothing to do, also like to go and queue out and whatever buy thing, man. We all know that boomer, man. Correct. So it's the mentality of people, and then when boomers queue, the line at the floor draw got to the line already, the social distancing line 1 meter. They don't even care, right?
Yeah, they don't
stand
care.
So close to you. Yeah, they don't care. They're like, screw the law, I am the law, like that. So this one, that's why if you ask me, should government have MCO? I think for Malaysia, you need. However, I rarely agree with this guy, but I'm going to agree with what Najib say on his take where if you want to do MCO, do a really 14 days strict, not half open, this open, that's only open, and still call it MCO.
Yeah, it's not really
at the time we're speaking now, I think they should actually rename MCO to CMCO, but cannot cross state, if that makes sense. Right?
It's actually CMCO. It's just that they want people to take it more seriously. I think that's why they put it as MCO. Because if you look into what they do previously, is the same thing. You cannot cross state. Now you can go restaurant and eat only 2% a table.
2%.
And now you can go to gym. Yesterday news, you can go gym. You can do this and that. Yeah. So it's actually like what previously the CMCO or IMCO thing. It's the same thing for me.
Yeah. So I don't know what they're up to lah. But some of the SOP, I'm sure you have also mentioned before, is very contradicting one.
Yeah. The SOP, that's interesting. Yeah. You can swim, but then you cannot take bath. I don't understand that. And then I go gym, I don't take bath because in my gym there are no bath there. But then when I heard the news, and then I just feel like I don't understand why you can swim but then you cannot take bath. I do some research. Right, for swimming, the research says that there are not much cases, or there are no cases that people actually get COVID during swimming, because the virus won't get through in the water. It's more as a air type. But then when do you swim?
Yeah, I swim.
Okay, when you swim, do your saliva or anything? Do you spit during you swim?
Speed, not really long, unless a lot of water pass through and then that's it.
Not to say speed lah, like maybe your saliva will
Yeah, saliva will definitely.
Your saliva, you definitely, because you need to breathe, right? And then sometimes when the water go into your nose, you will sneeze it or anything, right? So this is the thing, when you your saliva or your when you sneeze or anything, the virus will actually eventually live on the water or on the handrail, the one that you go up from the swimming pool, and then it will stay on the floor of the swimming pool. It will stay everywhere. At the same time, when you swim, you burn your body fat and then you will have sweat, right? Then, how can you confirm that your swimming pool is always clean? How can you confirm that they always use the chloride or anything to clean the swimming pool? So, if you're allowing people to swim, and then this is the thing that I concern, then now go back to the bath. Okay, bath, you say that people will use the same bath, the room or anything.
Cubicle, yeah.
Yeah, the cubicle, and then people will touch the same thing. They will stand on the same floor, this and that. But then when you look back to swimming, it's the same thing, right?
Yeah, that's why I joke with people. What is that called? You are afraid when you go like a shower, you're scared there's contamination, right? It's like saying I scared I wash my clothes in the washing machine, but I scared my clothes get dirty.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Talk about washing machine. Very interesting. You are staying alone, right? You are not staying with anyone.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, right? What happened to those who actually, for example, they are staying with their family or anything or anyone, and then one of them get COVID? Will they stay using the same washing machine, or they will just force the COVID person to actually wash their clothes?
Good question. This depends on the individual, but as far as I don't know. I don't think like for my case, actually I didn't stay alone. I had one housemate with me. But we just wash our own day. He washed one housemate a day. But we just I wash his thing. I wash my own thing. He wash his own thing. So far, no problem. We are so near, but he's not affected. So that's the interesting part. Yeah.
When you quarantine that time, he stayed with you?
Yeah, but different room.
Oh, okay.
Definitely different room. Maybe a work contact. Like we are enemy like that. I open the door, you faster go in. You not faster go in like that. You do like that, right?
So the theory is that so what we can conclude in in this conversation is that if you allow people to go swim, then you should allow people to go bath, right?
That's why I say it's like scared you. It's like I don't washing clothes in the washing machine, but scared your clothing is dirty because of the washing machine. It doesn't make sense. Washing machine is supposed to clean your shirt, right? Yes, washing machine can be dirty, but it doesn't put the stain to your clothing, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know this government SOP. I leave it to them And I also want to share. There's also other things. Do you know that because of this COVID thing, if you go to those fitness center, they will give you the towel, right? Right. The gym cannot give towel during this period, so you can't use the towel. You can't shower. You can only go there and pee and poo. Besides, think about it. If you can use the pee and poo, isn't that the same as on the same bowl? A different as on the same bowl, sorry. How different is it from a shower?
Yeah, I mean, when you pee, you're still using the thing, right? And then when you poo, you're still sitting on the same thing, right?
Yeah. You take a shit, right?
Then there are more virus, right? Especially when you pee.
So I just find it very... Yeah, maybe you need to do the business, but shower is still a business you need to do also.
Yeah, especially after you work out. Your body is sweating and then you are full of virus, you're so smelly. I think it's a necessary to bath.
You see, you go to the gym, you get dirty, right? Let's say you get dirty. You want to continue to go out and continue to get dirtier. That doesn't make sense, isn't it? You have a place to be able to clean yourself and go. You get what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Especially
when you want people to be clean. Yeah.
Okay, this is a scenario that I in my mind that will happen. You go to gym, and then your gym partner or anyone in the gym got COVID. Then you got COVID. You got the COVID on your body. Then you cannot take bath. Then you need to go back home. So you go back home. You give the COVID to your wife. You give the COVID to anyone that walk around you or anything. So the ecosystem is there already, right? So if let's say they allow you to take bath, at least you have the chance to clean whatever virus on your body. Then only you walk out from the gym, right?
So can you tell that to health minister?
Not health minister. Your health minister cannot take this decision. It's the defense minister.
You can tell the defense minister. And then what's that called? The shower thing, you are so scared. And then you also what is that called? They say they'll open it because of economic factors, right? Remember they say that? Okay, so I tell you what is going on right now. So once I tell it's hard by the way. Once I tell my client, hey, gym is open, but there's no towel, you cannot shower, but training still can go as usual, right? Because of this, I got 10 clients, 8 of them don't want to come because of that.
Okay.
So how economically this decision is helping the economy?
The thing is that I need to clarify on behalf of the ministry of whatever the thing is that if we don't let you to open, then you will say we don't let you to open. And now we let you to open. Whatever happened to your client or whatever happened to you is your problem. Really give you permission, so your client don't want, which means your upskill, your sales skill is not that good, lor. No, it's not the government fault, it's your fault, you see. You don't know how to sell the package, you see.
So that's the thing So I just find it very interesting because they say want to help the economy, but this is not helping the economy at all. In fact, if I only come, there will be days, if this is true, there will be days I will have nobody to attend to. So and I think that I don't know how that helps the economy. If you are a boss, you think about it. If you are a business owner, you're going to take a hit. Or you open like this, but you only have limited things. How gym earn money? It's not per entry, Even if per entry also, it doesn't. The profit is so much lesser compared to. You all know personal training is a gold mine. If that makes sense. So,
I mean, for you guys, it's actually more into commission based, right? It's not that the basic is very low, right? Or just can survive. So good. Is it good that the government opened the gym? Yes, because people like me now obese because I can't go to gym and then I can't work out at home. It's good for us, and then I do not require any trainer. But then for a gym owner, I think it's also better than nothing because if you close, which means you got zero income. But then at the same time, you might cut down your cost or anything. But then for people like you, the personal trainer, then you might really take the hit because you don't own the gym, you only take certain amount of salary. I think you are still on pay cut, right? And then you are only earning commission, like what you say, 10 clients got 8 clients to one, then only 2 clients have. Then maybe you really earn very less. Then you need to risk your life to actually travel to the gym.
Exactly.
For you already gonna, that's why nothing happened to you, nothing, you don't worry.
But that doesn't mean lightning doesn't strike twice.
But then eventually we will all get COVID, I see. Because once you take the vaccine, then your blood will have the COVID. So
we wait for the vaccine.
Vaccine, I think, we all need the vaccine. I won't against that.
Got people say vaccine is a conspiracy. Oh, very good idea.
Yeah, there are people actually tell me that they're afraid that the COVID have side effects, and then they're afraid that the COVID is the vaccine is it's not that good for your body. But then when I ask them do you think you take vaccine before? And then surprisingly, a lot of them say, I don't think I take vaccine before. Then I just ask them, can you check your arm here? Do you see that the needle, there are something there?
Correct.
Then they are like, oh, I thought that is something like birthmark or anything. Then I'm just very stupid. Right? There's the vaccine.
Yeah, these people are so funny. But the side effect, if you ask me, the side effect is not, if I take the side effect and the healing, I think the healing overweights the side effect a lot, if that makes sense.
I mean, the
that
side
means
effect,
it's more worth it.
If we look in, if we follow what the
short term.
It's just that you have like fever or anything. It's just like the same thing with COVID. But then instead of 14 days, then you only get like 2 or 3 days.
So what I want to say is the vaccine is just, how to say, people only want to see short. People want to see short term, they don't see long term. Even if it's that few days or suck, I think it's better than long term. If you don't want the vaccine, give me the vaccine, I will take it. Right? And then if you're not taking the vaccine, you stay at home. Done.
Then do you think that you guys should take the vaccine first? I mean, for COVID patient.
That's the thing, I don't know, I wait for their order. But I did sign up to be a volunteer, but so far they haven't replied me yet. So
I think you guys should take the vaccine first actually, because you guys already get the virus. Then your antibiotic is down, everything is down. So I think you guys should take it first instead of everyone.
I leave it to the doctors. See what they have to say. Again, I'm not a doctor, so I have to leave whatever that I do what I can. Simply put. But if it's offered to me, I will take. I'm not going to question. You want, you give it, I will take it.
But then theoretically, you are the vaccine, right? But then in another way, I can say that you also the vaccine, right? Because you already have the antibiotic.
You have to ask. This I don't know. That's why I have to ask the doctors and stuff. But I asked the doctors during that. I said, can I still get twice? They said, yeah, it's still possible. So that doesn't mean you're immune also. So I don't know. This is not my field. This reminds me of some people who think the vaccine is some sort of, I don't know, other people who are this anti-vaccine one. That's why I go to school when learn science learn a bit is important also. So you don't say stupid things when you a bit Now Form 3 Chapter 4, remember? Yeah, it's good to
that one
only they know. That one only they know. Other things also all don't know one. Only that one they know. Any other things also they don't know. It's good to know a little bit of this stuff.
Forget.
Right? They only know how to do that Form 3 Chapter 4 part only. That's all. I wonder if it's still that topic today, right?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Did you get the idea? So people have so many conspiracy, all this thing like this is a new world order. Hey, hello, if what new world order? Then say this is a conspiracy. So let's say if it's really a conspiracy, right? So what are you gonna do? Apparently Bill Gates is also part of this conspiracy. So what you gonna do? You think Bill Gates is going to feed you? No,
Don't use 5G. That's the thing. You guys don't know. I know the secret. You don't use 5G. You don't go Times Square. Times Square got one antenna for 5G. You don't go there.
So they say all these things like that. Like if you don't want, then stick to your phone to 4G or 3G or 2G or whatever G you want to use.
Talking about
ridiculous.
Times Square, right? Yeah, I know a place that they actually allow people to take bath after gym. Yeah, I think you know where also. That one for sure cannot.
That one special case. That one, they are the SOP.
They are the SLP. I think that's the only gym that people can actually take bath after the workout. The workout, yeah.
So
the place where we don't know where is it. Yeah. I think I know lah. Specifically, I don't know lah.
Okay lah.
Yeah. So, alright. That's it lah for the COVID. Let's not talk about COVID anymore lah. So for you this year, just want to clarify that last year we actually did the podcast, right? And then we need like do like few episodes, this and that. And then
sorry.
Yeah, last year we are doing the podcast, and then we are only do like few episodes, right? Then eventually I got some problem with my PC this and that, and then I just drag out. So just to clarify that, yes, during that time really there are some problems. I got my new tech now. So
nice.
Yeah. So the thing is that and then during that time also I also have some projects on my hand, you see. Eventually everything goes well, and then some things don't go well, this and that, but then whatever lah, we get through the year. So this year actually plan to do the podcast. Then I actually I got few plans. So is there anything that your resolution or anything for this year?
Resolution. Well, I think for me, first of all, I'm not a fan of resolution. The resolution is silly things, right? People always make resolutions and it never happened one, right? Or should I say resolutions only survive at the 1st of January, that's about it. Right.
I'm still living
but right. If you have a plan, I think I prefer a plan, 2021 plan or something like that. I know it's just words, it's just me. But you want to say like there's any plan? Currently no. I think by right I want to compete for a few meets, but look at the current situation, I don't think anything. I think first few things I want to do. But
about the competition, about the meets, the competition, do you think they will be back in 2021?
Doesn't look like to me. It's going to take a long while. I'm preparing for, even if it's 2021, let's say, what's the month now? It's February. Let's say if it's June or so, I don't think I'll participate. No, I'll sit out for this one. I do my thing. And I will do it. I will do other stuff also. I think doing more meets, other stuff also.
Yeah, because I previously every year like Enrich they will have the strongman competition, and then these other alliance for powerlifting or weightlifting they will have competition, and then I of course this last year they don't have, or they delay. You are lucky because you're able to join the 2019, right?
2020 I did one Mayhem.
Mayhem, sorry, that one is 2020, sorry. You able to join that. You're lucky lah. I mean week before the COVID, right? So and then they delay everything, and do you think they still able to survive? Because previously what we see that is that they always want people to fundraising, or they want people to join the competition, okay? So do you think they can survive the COVID?
I think they will, because again, I'm still new in this arena, so I don't know. But from my understanding, most of these organizers, this is not their full-time job. They have other job, so no problem.
Yeah, of course.
Number two, even if they don't, I know a federation or two, or at least my understanding, they already have. I wouldn't say they have cash flow. I'll put it that way.
Yeah,
they have cash flow. And third, even if it's not cash flow, one of them is very close to governments also. They one of the ministry, so I think should be quite okay lah, right? So it doesn't matter what sports you're in, but sports, if you want to do it, to be frank if you do it because of a competition, it sucks. You should do it because you enjoy it.
You
right? I'm sorry, I know it's a bit segue like that, but I want to share with you, like, I'm sorry to say, there's a lot of people, when during this COVID thing, they suddenly like lost their identity.
For example?
That means they don't do it. That means actually they don't enjoy lifting. And the gym, they will go and max out everything, and then they'll go missing during this MCO. That means they didn't train anything.
Yeah.
Right. I think it's not a good mentality. Even gym bros, I know, so-called wannabe bodybuilders, they are so good, they're lean and shredded, and then but during this COVID time, they don't even do anything. That's horrible. You look at people in the Olympics. Even today, Olympics are not confirmed date yet, or at the meantime. But you still see them during this COVID season, they still train. Even, in fact, most of them, I can assure you, ask out of 10 people, 9 of them are going to tell you they do it because they like it. There's no identity attached.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's why it's important to not have identity too much. Right? Like, for example, I don't want people to know me like, oh, I'm Mission the powerlifter. Right? I don't want people to know that. I want them to know like, it's more like I'm Mission who happens to powerlift, if that makes sense.
Yeah, which means you're really into it instead of, you want something from it, right?
Yeah. So you think of all the girls who show their booty on the gram, in the gym. When COVID comes, you see what they post? No more already. Right? They lost their identity. They do a few home workouts, but after that they just lost their identity. They just sink it. There's just no more already. So I think it's very sad to see this happen.
Yeah, for me, I didn't work out after the gym closed, and then the reason is because, other than work, is because I just don't feel it's like around Chinese New Year Day, then I just feel like it's okay, just take the whole break. But then the thing is that one of my goals that I want to do for this year is that I want to cut until 110 kg, which means there are 20 kg to go. I think during this COVID or during this time that you can go to gym, I think it's a good time for you to plan what you need to do or what you are going to do after the gym open. For me, instead of lifting weight or other things, my plan is that I will do cardio. You see, I will lift heavy weight. I wouldn't do the big three. Instead, I will go and do a lot of machine. That is what I plan to do after I return to the gym. And then the alternative plan that I have is actually I am going back to MMA, or I'm going to learn some martial art, because that eventually will burn out my fat. At the same time, I will learn something different. So that's my plan. And I think for like what you say, those gym bro or Instagram influencer, I think they don't even know what to do after this, right? Yeah, they don't have a plan. Yeah. So
this is.
I think this is the thing. You need to be passionate, and then you need to do it because of you like it, and then you want to. For example, for me, I want to get healthy, or I want to get better cardio, this and that. So you need to have that reason to go to the gym now. It's not cheap, right? For you, like your gym is how much?
Man, I can't remember. I think there's a lot of package one, but talking about maybe easily 100 to 200 a month in the gym.
But then do you think that, okay, this is a personal question. But then do you think that the gym fee in Malaysia is a bit expensive? I mean, it's 100 or 200, then people earning is about, normal executive earning is about 2,000 to 2,800. So do you think that is...
But of course, the difference you have to know is between the price you pay. There's a difference between price and value, right? It's a classic saying. Price is what you pay, value is what you get. So it depends whether you see this gym thing as a price or value. So for example, if you are a typical gym bro, you go and hit 5 times in the gym, hashtag no days off, those kind of crew. For them it's worth it because you go almost every day. And then you have someone who just sign up the gym membership, only appears at January and then they just get missing. Those kind of people, or visit the gym only 3 times a year.
Don't walk in.
Or only when no, not walk in. Those like sign up for 1 whole year but only go to the gym. Example lah, Selangor no water, then they will go and shower. Those kind of, or they have a dinner, they will go and shower. We all know that guy one. We all know there's this kind of people. So if you are this kind of person, of course you find it expensive lah, right? So I give you an example. It's like eating at not eating lah. Maybe I use it's like watching movie. Now if you don't appreciate sound system, big screen, then probably you'll be like or hype what we call the early release of the movie, right? You'll be like, well, it's worth every ringgit, right? Because it's a premier, big screen, nice thing, popcorns, environment, right? That'd be great, But if someone who doesn't value it, then they will just say like, why do I pay so much to watch a big screen? I might as well watch it in my phone, wait for the whatever you can find on the internet. I don't want to say that word, but you get the idea, yeah. Right? You can wait for the later release, if you will, somewhere in the internet, right? Yeah. So it depends. Also, just like gym, right? But if you ask me, if you can, this is just my, just let you know. If you ask me what my resolution, I have one resolution, but it's a long project. Right? It's a 4-5 year thing. Hopefully, I record this 4-5 years. I look back. Hopefully, I do it. Is to actually get a house. And do a small home gym, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Here's my promise. Sorry, you go ahead.
Instead of a house, I actually have a dream, or I actually have a mission to actually own a factory place. It's a kilang place, a factory place, and then at the ground floor there are mat there are grappling, there are gym there, and then on the top floor maybe there are a office or this and that. I think that's a good idea or good aim for you lah. Eventually you'll get it lah. But then do you think you want to do it at home? I think you need to get a garage lah instead of doing
only garage lah. In Malaysia, you just, if you have a single story bungalow, you're good to go already. Right?
Yeah, that's okay. Previously I worked with a company lah. They are actually based in Bangalore, and then when I walk around the area, it's a rich people area, or those houses, and then there are people are doing the same thing that you are doing, or you are planning to do. They just have a bungalow, then they have the equipment, this and that. But then it's really not that organized, I would say. That's why I say it's better for you to have like garage or like next to the house, a shelter for you to actually put everything.
I'm doing this for my own, so that means I'm not going to open for public. So it's my room, my place, my call. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to open like that. Some gym bros who can't even do a full you want to come and then you can't even do a full bench press all the way at the bottom at the chest. Get out lah! Don't come to my house lah. Right.
But then I think you can do it as a base, right? The base that you hire, you invite those people that actually really train. Then maybe they can use your gym during their travel in Malaysia, right?
You be your own website lah. You know website?
Yeah, website. Yeah.
Then you be your own website, yeah.
Then you put the backboard on your wall. You see, today I hit 150. Tomorrow I hit 200.
Yeah, right. You know website? Do you know website gym? You cannot you cannot have a membership one. It's like if you're good, the fellow likes you only, you can go in. You go and make your own website lah.
You need
KL
to
is west mah. Right. KL is west, so you can do west side lah.
Yeah.
Then Sabah Sarawak, you do east side lah. Then Johor you do south side, then Perlis you do north side lah. All side you cover.
That's a good idea as well. Yeah.
So like that lah. Yeah, but you see how this plays out lah. Because I can assure you, mark my words, when there's a house and there's a home gym equipment you will never see me anymore in the commercial gym already, man.
Of course not. Why you still want to pay money and then go to other gym?
Not just for lifting, profession wise.
Yeah. But then
yeah.
Oh, so which means you are not. If you have a gym, then you are not going to continue a career in the gym, lah. Yeah, that's a good. I mean,
but do I enjoy teaching people? I tell you honestly, absolutely. It's one of the best thing I ever have.
Compared to your previous job, like you previously worked in hotel and then worked in Starbucks, right? Do you think this is a good transaction for you?
I say it's good. You want to know why? Let me tell you a few secrets. You are from the hospitality line. You got advantage already because you know how to serve people by default. Right? Number two, you will have some sort of profession and disciplines in you. You name me any shift worker who doesn't. If it's like you work in shift, suddenly you're being forced to work in a standard pace. You got no problem when. When I say shift, I mean night shift, like graveyard shift. Not. Don't tell me I work 10 to 7. That's my shift. Don't talk to me about this thing. Like a real late night graveyard shift one. You've been there. You've been through those hell before. I would say hell lah. Those are times before. Then you will know what you do. Like, in fact, because of two of the previous workplace in the hospitality line, it allows, at least for me, to serve my clients better. Then if you work in the, go ahead, you say.
During your time in hotel, you're actually doing what? Like room service. I mean, normal reception or room service or anything.
I was doing F&B.
Oh, okay.
Oh, F&B. But it's the same principle, right? It's the same principle how you treat people, right? You will know you will know your age, man. I don't need to tell you. I don't know how to explain to you. You know you have an age, man. You see how I train people before, you will see there's an age. You see I teach people how it's very different, man. Right? Not just quality. We don't talk about training techniques wise. We just talking about serving wise. It's very different, man.
Yeah.
It's like if you work in a hotel before. Have you seen people work in the hotel and they serve street food? Have you seen those before? No.
Street food. For example?
So for example, okay, someone works in because I've experienced people who see that. I didn't have to. I see people like they work in the hotel, they get sick of it, or they got the money already. They just open their own store at some food court like that.
That's passion.
The standard is there one, you know. That means you still see like. Yeah, the arrangement is still there. There's arrangement, you know. There's arrangement. There's garnishing, even though it doesn't have to be there, you know. It's like nobody cares like that. A true story. This is
if you throw. It's like if you throw Gordon Ramsay to back to 18 something, you know, he got nothing there. And then what he knows what to do is that he knows how to do business and cook food. I think he will still maintain the quality because he got the passion there. Yeah.
So like that. So don't fake your passion. Moral of the story, right? Like we just now we talk about the gym bros or the what is that called? Or the fitness chicks, you know. Yeah. And how many? To be honest, there's so many. I'm glad now we have long enough data to see. You'd be surprised to see last time 10 years ago, all the fitness chick or fitness guy. Now when you go to their either A, people forgotten about them totally already. Or B, even if they still exist, you notice their page is just suddenly no more lifting stuff already. Suddenly it's all the motivation stuff, you know, or inspirational quotes.
That's why before the second MCO, I actually do like every day I will snap a picture of like my body weight. That's the reason why I just want to keep myself reminding myself that you need to record your result. See, you need to be consistent instead of halfway and then nothing happened.
Yeah, if you do it because you value it or you like it, it's an easier path. Compare you just do it because you want to impress some external party, right?
Yeah.
No, I think this is true story.
So sometimes I mean, there are no wrong to actually to also want to impress the party. For example, you are in love with a girl or a boy, then you want to date him or her, or you want to get her or him lah. Then it's a good motivation for you to go work out, right? Yeah.
Then when you find out the person you want to date already has a boyfriend, example, then what do? You lose your motivation, then you don't feel like doing this. That's why it's more stable to do it for your own self than to do it for external reasons.
Yeah, I heard this theory from a Taiwan professor before. So what he said is that it's good for you. Okay, he said it's good for you to go after the superstar. For example, what people say 追星, you want to 追 the 明星. So you know that you can't get the actor or the superstar that you want because it's different level. Then he said it's good for you to chase after them because eventually you improve yourself when you chase after them. Then until a certain point, for example, the actor or actress they got married or anything. Then when you look back to yourself, then you already reach another level, which you actually can tell yourself that I'm better than what I am previously, and then I'm better. I should deserve better instead of this star. So I think that is a way for people to actually keep themselves motivated. I mean, because when I know that many people that actually go gym or anything because they are going after something, then I think this is a good way to actually a good mindset to actually have.
Yep, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
So got any other questions?
No, press conference. Any other question? So how's your CMI? Just stay at home, are you?
I just stay at home. There's nothing much. As you can see, I just 4 walls. That's it. I had some cookies, but that's about it.
Then your girlfriend is your right hand. That's it.
If I'm lucky, I get both hands.
Oh.
Right. Okay. So I guess that's it.
That's it. So we just catch up after the MCO. That's it.
Okay. No problem.
All right. See you.
See you, man.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.